Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome to the channel. My name is Kenny, head of community here at Everything Cannabis. To get into this video right away, the intention of this video is to welcome you to the page and give you an introduction on how you can navigate through the content that we share here on this channel. So to get into it, I want to share with you the mission and the objective of Everything Cannabis. The mission of Everything Cannabis is to bridge the gap in knowledge and understanding between recreational and medicinal cannabis. In order to do this, we are going to require more learning and education on every aspect of the cannabis industry. This includes business operations, legislations, science, medical benefits, the production of it. There's so much about this industry that we want to learn. And when I say we, it's myself included. And I want to be able to understand how the industry works as I'm operating and learning how to become a business owner in the medical cannabis space. Okay, so the next point, the objective is to connect the dots and puzzle pieces of what we currently know about the cannabis industry, and the goal is to make it make sense. Operating within the medical cannabis space, there is so much that I don't know. I only know the little amount that I know, being a recreational user of cannabis for the last 10 plus years. But when it comes to the medical benefits of cannabis, how that side of the operations work, I know absolutely nothing, very minimal. So this is an opportunity for me to learn, to go out there, find the puzzle pieces of this puzzle, the cannabis industry that we are wanting to solve, and learning to connect the pieces together in our own way so that we can understand it the right way. How you guys learn, that's going to be entirely up to you guys. But what we want to do here at Everything Cannabis is to share the lessons that we learn with you so that you can connect the pieces however you want to connect them. Okay. But the most important question as we are learning about the cannabis industry is answering the following question. How does this information impact what we are experiencing in business today? The reason why I'm saying business is because I do operate in the medical cannabis space as a business, but I'm also very curious and passionate about finding the truth to how cannabis is actually helping us medically. So whatever question that is for you in the cannabis space, go out there and answer that question for yourself. But in my case, it's how does this information impact what we are experiencing in business today? If you are a doctor, if you are a pharmacist, you may swap out the word business with your field of expertise. Okay, so on to the next slide here, which is the intent. What is the intent of Everything Cannabis? The intent is to learn about the global cannabis industry, to learn about government regulations and legislation in Australia and internationally, to learn about medicinal cannabis from doctors, pharmacists, and experts. Next point, to learn about the industry, business operations. This includes cultivation, manufacturing, research, import, export, etc. There are so many components to the cannabis industry that we do not know, and how can we bring that together to help people understand as well? To learn about the history of cannabis. Where did cannabis come from, and how did it get to where it is today? To learn about the recreational cannabis products and benefits for users. Not only do we want to discover the medical products, we want to discover the recreational as well. What are the differences and what are the similarities, and why is there a disparity in understanding and knowledge when it comes to recreational and medical? Last but not least, to learn about the benefits, old and new, about cannabis. What worked in the past? Does it work today? What works today, and did that work in the past? So it's bridging that gap once again in people's knowledge and understanding. The last 3 points here that I want to share in regards to intent is to implement and share the information learned. So the things that I am learning, that I'm sharing with the team, or we are bringing experts on to share their knowledge, all the things that we are learning, we're going to find ways to implement it into how we grow our business in the medical cannabis space, and how we choose to understand more about cannabis and go out there and educate other people. Next point here is that we want Everything Cannabis to become an education hub and community for all cannabis users, recreational and medical. We want it to be a hub for medical professionals, brands and industry leaders to get involved as well, so that we can all start having conversations and educating society as a whole on cannabis and eventually other plant medicines as well. Last but not least, the intent here is to share with you guys our current plan to getting there and the approach that we are going to take when it comes to learning about the cannabis industry. That's probably the key point, is to share with you the path we are taking to learn about the cannabis industry. So I'd like for you to participate, for those of you guys who are interested in cannabis and you are wanting to learn about the entire industry as a whole as well. This is what our approach is going to be. We're going to treat it like a game of puzzle, because this approach, not only can you apply it to learning the cannabis industry, you can use this exact approach in all areas of your life when it comes to learning, educating yourself, and internalizing any form of information. So let's take the cannabis industry as an example. This is a puzzle that we have decided to learn how to put together. We have in this box 5,000, 1,000 puzzle pieces, and it's our job to organize the pieces and build this puzzle in front of us. So how does this concept apply to what we are talking about today within the cannabis industry? Well, it's very simple. When you start approaching the build of the puzzle, you have your own way of categorizing your pieces. Some of you guys may do the edges first. You may categorize it by color first, and then you put the pieces together. Whatever way it is, we all have our own approach. So that's the question that I had to ask myself in regards to the cannabis industry. What do I want to learn first? What is my approach to learning? Well, the first question I had to ask is this. Well, what do I currently know about the industry? What are the puzzle pieces in front of me? What do I not know about the industry? Those are the puzzle pieces I do not yet have to put together this puzzle. So I have to actively go out there and find it. So how do we go out there and actively find the pieces? We ask questions. We ask more questions, and eventually the pieces will show up. And it's our job to put the pieces together so that we start forming the puzzle in front of us. So this is what we are doing at Everything Cannabis in the videos that you watch. Whether it's the personal videos that I create like this, or they are interviews with doctors, pharmacists, and experts. Whatever format it will be, one thing I would like you to pay attention to is that we will identify what pieces of the puzzle we believe are relevant to the puzzle that we are building, and you will find that with the puzzle icon next to it. You can't miss it, so pay attention to that. Okay, so the outcome that we want to achieve with Everything Cannabis is the following. Gather puzzle pieces, which is knowledge, and connect them together, which is understanding the knowledge that we've collected. Every question that we ask is an opportunity to collect a new piece of the puzzle. Along the way, as we progress through life, as we build the business, as we help more people, help more users, patients, whoever is a consumer of cannabis, along the way, as we record the pieces of content, you will start to see more and more of these puzzle icons, because whether it's myself or the team, we have determined that this is a relevant piece of information that plays a big role in the development of the cannabis industry. Okay, so they are pieces of the puzzle we're going to put together over time. So make sure you're paying attention to when you see these puzzle pieces. I personally am collecting them along the way, and in the future, what will be very fucking awesome is for you to see the pieces being put together almost like a timeline. Imagine just seeing a grid of dots connecting, and you see it and it all makes sense because you've been educating yourself along the way with us. So our goal here is to share the pieces of the puzzle with you so you can go and put it together yourself however you like. So put it together however you want to put it together. Make it make sense to you. But this is what we're doing here at Everything Cannabis moving forward. So all of the videos that you guys watch, okay, you will see puzzle pieces within them. And it's my way of learning, internalizing things, and I will share it to you guys in that format. All right, guys, so that's all I got for today's video. If you do like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that you get informed when we upload next. Other than that, if you know anyone else that has a passion for cannabis or has benefited from cannabis, send them to this channel. Get them to like the video as well. Other than that, I will catch you in the next video. Take care, guys.